Hey team, I'm just going to give you a quick overview of this Brightcove contract just to give you a little context before you have to dive in. And then what we'll do is compile all of your questions, comments, concerns, anything you need to talk about, and we will talk about it on the phone. I'll send you an invite for that shortly, just so that we're not dealing with email threads and chains just get confusing. So compile everything you got and we'll go over it all together. But let me give you just a quick overview of a couple of the key things here. Just to note, this is a 24-month contract. It is paid monthly, so don't worry about these huge numbers there. I'll go through that in just a second. Excuse me. If we decide that we don't want to do a 24-month contract, we still have the option right now. We haven't signed anything to do a 12-month. There's just a one concession in there. I will go over that. That would have to be reverted. We would pay a little bit more for bandwidth on that point, but I'll go over that in a second. But this is a 24-month contract. Now, to get started, our base fees for that $58.8 a year. We talked about on the phone that's $4,900 a month, and that is this fee here on the license for the platform, plus this $1,500 here for the basically the subscription license. That's that fee there. And again, it stays the same for the 2 years. This includes all the services, all the bandwidth, everything we need for the platform users. Just to give a little bit of context here, for those who might need that, for this managed content limit, we aren't going to be anywhere near that 20,000 gigabytes for quite a while. Even putting an insane productivity in there, all 18 modules of that, those files are under 2 gigabytes each. So that's only 36 gigabytes, and they're hour-long videos. And then we've got a whole drive of all the Darren dailies to date, all 900 and some odd of them, which is under 400 gigs. So we're really good there, not just today, but as we grow. Bandwidth, we shouldn't even get close to that, but we don't know yet. That's the one area that we have to make sure, but this is quite a bit of bandwidth. Play limit as well too. We shouldn't have any issues there. A lot of room to grow. This 6 destinations was something I was even curious about. Apparently there's some social media pushing that we can use if we'd like, and that 6 destinations just has to do with that part of the service. I'm going to look into that, see what that means and does, and if we want to utilize it or not. But either way, it wasn't even on our radar. We may or may not use it, but it's there if we want it. So what this includes for the package is the platform for web, which is desktop and mobile, our iOS, our Apple, and our Android apps. So that's all included here. We've got our streams and our support. And then down here is the subscription part of it. So we've got the platform, and then we got the subscription side. The subscription service that is part of the package, our out-of-the-box solution, is called Cling. So if you see that name around the contract, that's what it's referring to. They're technically a separate entity, separate company, but we don't have to deal with them directly. It's part of this out-of-the-box solution, just named Cling. So in this is an area I want to just stop for a second, because this is where we got quite a bit of concessions here. Mariana did an amazing job getting this together for us and pitting them against the similar Vimeo solution. So it's great. So we're paying $1,500 a month for this contract for 5,000 subscribers. Anything over that is 30 cents per subscriber per month. So we don't know how quickly we're gonna get the 5,000 or not, but either way, it's 30 cents a month. Now, initially, in all their contracts, of course, they start with $1,500 a month for 1,500 subscribers. So what we got was those 3,500 extra without having to pay the 30 cents per month for them. So that's a pretty good concession. And that's why this 2-year renewal fee kind of locks that in for us. No big deal. But again, Marianne did a great job just going to bat for that and getting us that extra wiggle room and bandwidth. And I think the way that we're talking about marketing this, it will come in handy pretty quickly. So all good there. This unlimited registered users is a different type of user. They're free basically. It's basically coming into like different content, or not different content, but locked content. Basically, they get access to the app, but they don't get to do anything in it. It's that freemium model. I don't know that we'll use that, but it does give me some ideas and some wiggle room to maybe work out some different workarounds that I'm kind of curious if they're going to work or not. But it is unlimited. Can't get better than that. So we're good there. You can keep reading all down here. Here's the actual legalese for all of those things. Now, like I said, there's one concession here on the fees if we go back to a 12-month contract, and that is right here on this line. So we're paying right now for bandwidth as part of our contract, the 35,000 gigs, and anything over that is 6 cents per gigabyte. If we go to a 12-month contract, this goes back up to 10 cents per gigabyte in overages. We don't know if we'd even hit that. We probably will if this thing blows up, like I hope it does. But that's just the one concession with the 12-year versus the 24-year. Everything else stays the same if we go back to month, if we go back to a 12-month. So keep scrolling here. Everything else stays the same. Please read through this. And if you've got any questions, let me know. Here is that Brightcove social platform destinations thing. I'll look into that more. Scrolling down, there's a couple of key things I want to hit down at the bottom here, just for reference. This part here, Michael, is probably for you. It talks about, uptime, downtime. If there is excessive downtime, this is your superpower zone. Let us know on our call if there's anything crazy here. Probably not, but just in case, this is definitely your area of expertise. Bunch there to read. Here's just the standard support, business hours and all of that. I don't need to go over that. This is the clean part of it. So here's what I wanted to go over. This is the added fees. So we've got our base fee of $49 a month. This is where our transaction fees are listed. And so of course, the more subscribers we get, the cheaper it gets. So like I said, let's blow this thing out of the water so it gets cheaper. Makes more sense. And just one thing here, so this is the per transaction. So we're doing well there by only charging an annual. There is no monthly. So we only get charged this once per year per subscriber. So we're not getting charged that extra 24 cents every single month. So that's just this laid out here. And then down here is that subscribers overages that I was talking about. If we go over 5,000 subscribers, it's just 30 cents per person per month, per subscriber per month. And then if we do really, really, really well, we can go 20 cents, but we'll probably be at that 30 cents. We don't know how well we're going to do. Everything's negotiable when you go up. Bandwidth, again, if we end up blowing that out of the water, bandwidth gets cheaper the more you buy. So there's always renegotiation terms on that respect. There is a clause in here, forgot where it was, about the renegotiation at any time to buy more. There is no out clause at the 90 days, but we can go, we can renegotiate if we do, like I said, blow us out of the water. So what I just need everybody to do is to take a deep dive, shut everything down and do a deep dive to make sure we've got everything good here. Compile all of your questions, and we will reconvene on a quick phone call this week. I will put that on the calendar, so expect that invite here soon, and let me know. In the meantime, if anything is crazy, but otherwise, please, please, please hold everything off, and we will get all together and do that then. Have fun. Talk to you guys soon. Thanks.